Welcome to the land of the free, tax-free. Once your Amazon.com purchase crosses the Ohio River from Kentucky, the sales tax disappears from the bill. It's as if Cincinnati's 6.5% tax doesn't even exist.
Hamilton County alone is probably losing $5 to $6 million.
Richard Levin is Ohio's tax commissioner. He says internet purchases from out of state save the customer dollars, but cost Ohio millions.
$350 million of state and local sales tax or sales and use tax that is due in Ohio and not collected, not paid. $350 million.
For the customer, it's simple math. Why buy from a local store when Amazon.com is essentially a massive duty-free shop? Delete the tax and they'll return. It all started with tax-free books, but now Amazon.com sells big-ticket items as well.
Televisions, computers, almost anything you can buy in a bricks-and-mortar store, you can now buy through Amazon.
These two Apple laptops are identical, not so fast. They are exactly the same except for the price. Yours cost $270 more than mine because you bought yours online directly from Apple. Well, it's true. I paid full list price and Apple had to collect sales tax from me and add it to the bill because they have a store here. $2,330. Wow, Amazon.com lists the very same laptop for $2,059, and Amazon doesn't have to collect a penny of sales tax in Ohio, so I saved a total of more than $270. Well, what if I bought this one from Amazon.com? Could I have saved the sales tax too? Not quite. Take a look at where we are. Yep, on the Roebling Bridge right on the state line. I'm in Cincinnati, you're on the Commonwealth side in Covington, and Amazon.com is forced to collect sales taxes for purchases shipped to the Kentucky side of the river. Oh, you're right. Look at the total now. The very same laptop from the very same online retailer costs $2,183 in Kentucky. That's $123 more, even with the lower list price on Amazon versus Apple. But why the big difference on this side of the river? This is why. Amazon's massive fulfillment center in Hebron. See the Kentucky flag? Because of this physical presence in the Commonwealth, Amazon.com has to collect sales taxes from its Kentucky customers. But there's no such warehouse in Ohio. No physical presence, no tax.
If there's no sales tax imposed and collected by the retailer, the individual is supposed to pay that tax on their tax return at the end of the year.
Paul Caron is a UC law professor. He says the tax is still due, but it's collected from the taxpayer on the honor system.
Everyone knows that this is not a tax that's enforced. People look at it as something that they don't have to pay.
Indeed, 99% of Ohio taxpayers enter all zeros in this special box on their state income tax returns, leaving few in compliance.
It's a very tiny number. Less than 1% of Ohio taxpayers voluntarily report sales tax that they owe, but which they haven't paid to the retailer.
That's like dropping $350 million in the river between the states. $80 million of that would go to Ohio counties, just as local governments are fighting to keep their heads above water. So why wouldn't the state legislature here in Columbus simply pass a law forcing Amazon and other online retailers to collect sales tax? The reason is the federal government says the states cannot do so. The Supreme Court ruled that state legislatures cannot force retailers without a physical presence in their states to collect sales tax from their customers. But that doesn't mean some states haven't tried.
But your mom and pop bookstore can't compete because they've got to collect sales tax.
The California legislature recently debated a so-called Amazon tax. New York and Colorado actually passed new laws, connecting the dots to Amazon through websites that promote it, essentially affiliates owned by individuals who live in those states. Amazon responded by firing all of its affiliates in New York and Colorado.
It's blackmail by out-of-state companies.
On this truck are purchases that could have been made at a local family-owned store. Is it because Amazon has lower prices than everyone else? Sometimes. But the tax savings alone often adds up to more than the added cost of shipping the item out of state.
Competing on price, that's what you want businesses to do. But competing on whether or not you can avoid a tax in one situation and not avoid it in the other, that's not fair competition.
The tax commissioner has received many complaints from small business owners, including a letter from an Ohio carpet store owner.
He said somebody came in, they took a sample of carpet, they took it home, they liked it, they came back, and they said, "This is just what I want, thanks. I'm going to go buy it on the internet so I don't have to pay tax."